Hello and welcome to Spring Commander Forge Alliance Forever. Got a ladder game, 1v1 between Slow in the red UEF and Zock in the blue Cybran. So, been a while since Zock has played ladder, I think, and Slow doesn't play very often, or hasn't recently, so pretty cool to see these two guys play each other. And we're on a new ladder map. Break V3, 5x5 diagonal spawn map. It's pretty small, obviously, but the diagonal spawn means you're pretty much as far away from your opponent as you can be on a 5x5, so that's a nice feature. And also, there's a shit ton of reclaim. So you got these rocks in your base, all of these tree groups, and a whole ton of rocks in mid. More rocks over here in the corners, and I think these are tree groups as well, so lots of reclaim and a lot of spread out mixes. So let's see what the plan is. Zock is going for, yeah, he's changing his mind. Looks like second land. Slow second land, third land. Yeah, Zock's going second land, third air, and then a couple more land factories, and he has a couple engineers out to grab these rocks beside his base, and now he's gonna go for the tree groups, I think. Deciding to use these engineers to reclaim rather than expand and get mixes and stuff. Engineers here are basically not going to get raided, and they can get quite a lot of resources with this attack move, so just a safer option. And also you'll want to grab them before he has units coming out breaking the trees, so it's kind of a small window to actually grab as much of this tree reclaim as you can. And over here you can see it's kind of as low as moving down along the side of the trees to try not break them. I guess this factory is gonna help him get some reclaim as well. He's getting a lot of tree reclaim. Got some rocks beside his base to get. Let's see the eco. So Zock doing a good job actually spending all this energy. He has almost 2k reclaim now. Just about to finish his air factory. What will he build out of that first? I wonder. A scout bomber and then empties. Slow. As an air factory planned, he had some pigeons planned there, but realized he didn't actually need them. Oh, he actually already had. He didn't go for that third land factory, or maybe I saw it wrong, but he got a third air factory. And Zock, at 3 minutes, has started upgrading T2. And that's pretty weird. So I guess he's gonna pay for it with this tree reclaim. 5k energy reclaim now. Actually, Slow has even more. Almost no units from these guys. 3 tanks for Slow. Zock has quite a few more, but they're basically defending. And now his scout reaches Slow's base and he sees that there's 2 air factories up. Can actually see that this one is idle. Or should I say upgrading to T2. Okay, so on one side we have T2 factory, T2 air factory coming, and Zock is going for T2 on his commander. Here's the bomber from Zock. I think that got no kills, maybe. I think that was a raider actually. Got to kill there, so not a great trade, but what's Zock gonna do with this T2 upgrade? So still sending all of his units to the left so he doesn't break these trees. That's interesting. Let's see how much reclaim he has now. 11k, 12k almost. It's low, over 12k. But almost pretty much no reclaim taken from mid though. They're mostly focusing on getting the trees. You do get quite a bit of mass from the trees as well though. See, they're all both over 2k mass reclaimed, as well as the energy reclaim. And Zock is making a TML. Here's a T2 NG coming out for slow. What is he gonna build with that engineer? I guess he'd go for a T2 PGen most likely. Well, he's not building a TMD, and that's what he really needs to build. Yeah, there's T2 PGen. He hasn't scouted this side of the map at all, so he doesn't know that Zock was upgrading. Didn't see Zock while he was upgrading, he didn't see anything in Zock's base. And he didn't see the TML launcher. So this is gonna hurt. I think he could well lose his factory and his PGen. Unless he scouts extremely quickly. Zock has one in the clip now. I think he's waiting till he has two so they can launch straight after each other. Yeah, he launches now when the second missile is almost complete, so he can just launch the second straight away. And he is aiming for the HQ, of course. Hasn't actually seen the T2 power, so he's gonna kill that HQ. That's a huge kill. And thankfully there is already a T2 NG out, so he can get a TMD up and prevent anything else from dying, but that hurts. Over there we can see the T1A doing a pretty good job. Forces the gunship away, and Zock's inties finish off the gunship. Zock's now aiming for this forward land factory. He has aimed for the PGen. Oh, and the split missiles do enough damage to just wipe that out completely. So this looks pretty bad for Zlo. I don't see any other T2 tech. There's no upgrading land factory. But seems like he's not too far behind. This is a pretty good position for his ACU. He can close off any aggression over here. That's just a T1 land factory dying to that TML, so Slow won't be too worried about that. The T2 PGen is restarted. Will he go T2R again? Yep. He's not deterred, so T2R once again. Doesn't want to go T2 land. Zock, meanwhile, what is this T2 ACU gonna do? Maybe make some PDs and make sure he has total control of this mid reclaim, which is actually mostly untouched at the minute. Wonder about that PD position. Yeah, the hills are quite steep, so it's quite annoying to actually position your PD. That's gonna shoot the ground quite a lot of the time, I think. And there is a T2PD going up in mid. Let's see the range. Yeah, so like, looks like he can like cut off this path here. Maybe that's the goal. And eventually kind of push in and deny this hydro. He's actually just out of range of the Hydra with this PD, I think, or maybe he can shoot it. We shall see. TML is no longer building. No good targets really, everything is in the base and there's 2 buskills up. Zlo is almost finished his T2 upgrade. That's gonna slow him down though, losing those NGs. He will be able to finish it. Looks like he rushed it quite hard, there's 4 NGs there. I didn't spot it beginning, so it does have plenty of power to support that. And we also see 1 T2 mechs, another over halfway done. Meanwhile, Zock has 0 max upgrades. Zock is pushing in, he's gonna just snipe these Hydras. That's a really nice targeting. These Hydras are very far forward and difficult to defend, so that's 2 nice kills for Zock. Let's see his lowest power. Yeah, his power is still fine thanks to his T2 pigeon, but will limit him slightly losing those Hydras. Let's see, a few gunships building up. I think you do need to build up quite a few gunships before you decide to fight this T1A, because it is so much more powerful than before. And actually now it's low. Looks to be in trouble here. These PDs are cutting off the path here to these mexes, and Zlow's getting a bit trapped. Also, Zlow does not have a radar for this position, so he cannot see the PDs. Zock pushes in with his Mantis, and they get sniped by the gunships, and Mantis aren't going to be able to do any damage. It's just a bit of reclaim now. Meanwhile though, Zock has sucked up all of these rocks in the middle of the map and has 3, almost 4, no, that's actually a flak. A stationary flak, you don't see too many of those. But yeah, he has some PDs to defend him from any land attacks and defend him from this UEF commander. Still no T2 land. I'm not sure what Zlow's plan is. I guess his plan is gunships, and he does have quite a lot of them. But inti count is quite similar between the 2 players. Maybe Zock has a slight advantage. And Zock almost has his 2nd Burstmaster, and then he's going to go for a shield. So he's going to be very difficult to snipe with gunships. Very difficult. Here you can see the auto toggle for the Sky Slammers working, and you can see that they miss a huge amount of the time when they are trying to shoot ground units. Now we have T2 land. Lots of build power in Zlow's base, which allows him to switch quickly between whichever tech he wants at the time. So he took the build power off T2 air, switches it up to T2 land very quickly. I'm not sure what happened to this factory. Did it get TML perhaps? And now Zock is moving in his T1 army. He's taking out this forward factory. Let's see what else he can do. There are 12 Sky Slammers, 26 around the whole map, 25. But there's none in this forward group. Now the Sky Slammers are coming in, and I think they're going to be very effective versus the gunships. Zock doesn't want to send his inties in. A lot of pillars up here already. You can see he has 6, 7, maybe 8 out now. And this is all going to get cleaned up, and that's going to be quite a bit of reclaim, but unfortunately for enough Medusa here that the T2 P-Gen went down, and also the 2 TMDs. That needs to be rebuilt right now. Oh, good. Here come the TMLs. Oh, I don't see TMD building. Oh, this looks bad. Oh, did he hit an engineer, or... There goes the T2 land factory. Another HQ sniped in this game. This TML launcher MVP at the minute. Still no T2 land from Zock. Instead, he's actually got T2 air. Team D is going to be rebuilt. It's kind of bad to position them here when the power generator is kind of just in front of them. You want the TMD in front of the P-Gen. But it should be enough to defend. Okay, Corsairs now coming out from Zock, knowing that there won't be any flak from this T2 HQ. And Zlo is in a very difficult position now. Just a few T2 land units, not that many gunships, not a very dominating amount of air units, and now he's getting an upgrade. I think that's a gun. Here comes another TML, and oh my god, TML some inties out of the sky. Not sure what he was actually aiming for, but just pinged 3 inties. That's one way to that's one kind of TMD. Zock looks content in the middle of the map, doesn't feel under any danger really. And why should he? Under a shield with flax and T1 land in front of him. Let's see what this T2 gun AC can do though. That is something to be afraid of if you're a Cybern commander. Corsairs counter aggressive comms extremely well. 4 Corsairs out now. I think this has to be some all-in from Zlo with this very powerful commander. It has a single vet, so he can make up some HPs when he kills some of this T1 land army. One annoying feature of this map is actually this kind of triangular divot in the ground in front of your base. Makes it difficult to, well, shoot stuff, and also difficult to build your base. It's not immediately clear where the hill is. Anyway. And Zock is retreating. I mean, with this many inties, he's pretty much as safe in his base as he is in the front. Land is going to be the real danger. Oh, he needs to be careful not to lose too many inties, but I think he has enough. He can just win this airfight. And then these gunships are pretty much fucked. Another T2 HQ is out. There's another T2 P-Gen coming up. And the Sky Slammers move in to try help Zock win air. But both fleets of inties retreat. Fleet of inties, that doesn't sound right. Squadron? Who knows? If you know, leave a comment. Or don't. T2 HQs, both idle. These pillars are trying to make it past the tickling power of the Cybern T2 PD. Even the Lobo survived. Maybe thanks to its 5 HP buff. Oh wait, this guy has vet. Look at that. 225 HP. Look at that OP piece of shit. Almost on his second vet level. Oh, then the Corsairs are revealed. I think that was by accident, surely. Oh no, he's just, oh my god, there's so many Corsairs. There goes this P-Gen. He only now spots the second P-Gen. That's surely going to be the new target, but I think these Corsairs are just going to end the game. Ugh. Now aiming for the T2 mech's gone down. This T1 mech's gonna go down. Probably can just kill the HQs. Probably can just click on the commander actually. 8 Corsairs, 7 Corsairs now. And just tries to save the ones that are remaining and has switched to making renegades for now. But this damage is... it's too much. Yeah, look at this. This is an eco bar you never want to look at. Oh, this poor Sparky's just suiciding into PDs. That's unfortunate. And yeah, that looks bad for Slow. I think that should be GG. Those Corsairs just annihilated everything of value in this base. Let's see. I think these gunships will probably end the game. Or Slow Control King. There we go. Zock was actually aiming TMLs at him. So that was a pretty unorthodox game. Yeah, pretty cool that you can actually fund a commander upgrade from the 3rd minute using this tree reclaim. There's probably a lot of maps you can actually do that on now that I think about it, but this is pretty cool. And then this low with the super fast T2 air was nice, but if only he had a TMD up. I know usually Zlo would say rightly that if you go for a super fast tech upgrade like T2 land or T2 air, you don't do the normal thing where you get the T2 NGs out and make your TMD and start your T2 power. Well, when you rush, you can definitely go for that T2 power because it is just more efficient, but you don't usually rush the TMD because, well, you don't expect your opponent to also rush tech so fast and then go for TML, but that is exactly what Zock did with that commander upgrade. So, pretty unfortunate. Or maybe Zock knew that that's what Zlo thinks and used it against him. Either way, nice play from both players and nice play from this TML. MVP, definitely. GG.